What's up, lawn dogs? Here, Justice. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Let me get this shared out and all that stuff. I have no friends. How is everybody today? Well, nobody's in here, so we're just gonna talk like this is a recording. uh, see who else is live. Jim's Landscaping is live. We're just waiting for people to show up. I'm just messing around on my phone right now, trying to share this out. Got 3 people watching. Say hi if you're watching, so I know who's here. Come on. What is going on? Sup, Matt? Come on up, buddy. I need someone to talk to. Oh, man. Not much. You guys got a lot of rain down there, Matt? Or where you're at? Well, I'm going to work on some more for vet stuff. I think I got an application here that's going to qualify. 15 minutes of rain. That's it. Yeah, I never seem to be very. I'd say the first 10 minutes of the stream always seems to be really slow. Boy, I can't pronounce this guy's name. Freaking hot. Well, we've had a nice couple of days here. Nice couple of days. My week's going all right, man. Today was my admin day. Got a lot done. Bills paid, checks written out for tomorrow for the paychecks, and so far this week has not been bad at all. We're back to mowing pretty much every yard but like two. They're all greening back up. Cooler weather helped a lot. Helped a lot. Trying to figure out how big this guy's lot is. That's not right. There we go. So it's 6,600. I think I got an application in for the Mowers for Vets, and this is like a guy who's going to qualify, so I am going to give him the mower, I believe. Finally. So, yeah, I can't give you, I'm not going to get his information out yet, but we'll got to wait till tomorrow and all this other stuff. But yeah, I think we got a mower. We got to get the mower too. Oh, we just got to get funding to get another mower. Super Clean is sending us some bottles to give to the people with a mower for sponsorship and pictures and videos. And yeah, so see if we can't get more help from them. I'm pretty sure they want to make sure we're legit before we just start BSing around or they start giving us stuff. So. I don't know, Mike. I don't know where everybody's at. I'm not as popular as you say I am. Come on up, man. The link's up there somewhere. You're right. That's what I'm hoping. But we can get more people in if you come up here and talk to me. That's funny. Yeah, but Sue came up first to the stream. Oh,
Hey, what's up?
what's going on, man?
Good, man.
I got tired of talking to myself.
That's okay. I felt bad for you. I watched for about 5 minutes. I thought you needed some help, so I'd come up here.
I appreciate it. I do.
No problem. What's up, Matt? What's up, Donald?
Donald, welcome, man. I'm just sharing this thing out like left and right.
I'm sure Matt will come up here soon.
Yeah, he's put his daughter to bed. He said he'll probably come up.
Yeah, it's the time that he puts her down. So, did you get all the rain too?
No, we got no rain, man. We were out mowing all. I was hoping we got some last night. We got nothing.
Yeah, we got. It was raining this morning, and then I checked the radar. About 11 o'clock, it was showing that it was going to clear up, and then the sun came out at 11:30. I thought, what the hell? So I went out, and lawns weren't too bad. So the lawns that I'm doing, like they're, not perfect lawns at all. So it doesn't really matter if it is a little wet. And it worked out really good. And then my last lawn, I didn't do a lot of trimming. I kind of skip trimming every other week with a lot of lawns, like because they're so dry, and I don't want to do too much trimming on the edges because it burns them out, and stuff. So last week I did really good trim jobs on all the lawns. So I pretty much skipped a lot of trimming, so I got them done quicker. I had 10. But one messaged me saying, "Don't bother coming. She just wants it to grow out a little taller." And then I got to my last property. Well, the last two are on my street, and the last one it just started downpouring on me while I was in the backyard. I had to stop, so I got to go back tomorrow. I'll finish the front yard and do my Thursdays. So I pretty much got everything done except for half of one, so it's not too bad. And then it downpoured all afternoon. I think it stopped now. I think we're in the clear now for, I don't know, until Monday or something.
I could have used it today. We didn't get no rain at all. Deputy says he got pounded on.
Yeah.
But we got nothing. I woke up and I thought we were supposed to get a storm last night. Probably the one you got, but it totally missed us.
Yeah, because they're saying here it was supposed to start 11 a.m. and thunderstorms all day, whatever. So I thought, okay, I can bang off the lawn starting at 7 in the morning. No, it was pissing down rain in the morning. Like I said, it didn't stop until maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. And then the sun came out, and that's when I went out. 11:30, I went out. I was back home 3, just quarter after 3. It was pouring, just pissing down rain.
I got to have a little chat with my crew because here's my confusion. We have a Wednesday schedule, and we have, let me see, about 14 yards on the Wednesday schedule for 3 of them to do, a crew of 3, mind you. So they do 14 yards. Let me count that real quick, make sure I'm not talking stupid. Let me just get our books over here. But anyway, usually takes them all day to do it from 8 till they're done around 3:30, 4 o'clock, right? That's kind of the hours we try to start at 8, be done by 4. But there was 2 yards done yesterday on today's schedule. That put another 12 yards. But they were done with the whole list by noon today.
Oh, wow.
So it makes me wonder. Because they had somewhere to go at noon. So I'm sitting here going, why'd you get through it so fast today and not every other day this fast? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Going on after work, or they're rushing it.
Well, they did today. Right, they had a day, or are they just milking hours? That's something I need to address with them. I'm not saying they are now. They're good kids. I'm not. I just want to know what the situation was before I.
Is this your regular people, like Micah?
Yeah. Micah, Gabe, and Morgan. Yeah, and really it's just Mike I got to talk to because he's the lead,
Huh. Yeah, that's strange. So, well, do you know?
We had.
Do you know how long these lawns will take? Like.
Yeah, I got an estimate, and I planned it. So for me to, there's certain, being my first year, I'm learning a lot, And I feel like over the last 2 months, since May, after the first month of May, June, and now July, I've had a lot of expenditures, like little things, nothing super big, but like a couple of the mulch jobs that I subcontracted out earlier in the year, I finally had to pay, and a lot of the stuff that I paid. And I've learned, like, those ones I subcontracted out, I could have done them. I already know next year I'm doing them myself. I should not have subcontracted them out because I really didn't make that much money off of it, if any at all, because it was more or less I did it so I kept the mowing job, you know. NG Lawn and Hedge Cutting, welcome, man.
Hey Angie, how you doing?
Welcome. Yeah, we had chicken Alfredo today. Amelia made it. It was delicious. But yeah, so with 2 crews, normally I try to keep my lawns about 20 a day, so we each have about 10 a day, and that seems to work. But I still got a lot. I'm still learning a lot with the scheduling and the finances thing. So I don't know. Every day I'm thinking about something. You know, my Kubota I don't think is a good mower for residentials versus the grandstand. So we switched routes with with the guys. Me and Morgan are going to go do more of the, I call them farmlands, and let the guys do the more suburb type lots. So that was a switch we made this week. It worked out well. But yeah, I mean we're picking up a new yard a week, you know, so it's nice.
No, that's good. No, it's just about the time thing, you know. I'm just thinking because they're pretty young, right? And there's 3 of them. They're just chit-chatting too much, you know, and wasting a little time here and there, and it adds up at the end of the day. You know,
by no means, if they work an 8-hour day, am I losing money? But if they can save it to a 6-hour day or something like that, I could bring more properties from the week over, and then try to push more. You know, there's a lot I can do. So,
See, I found because last year was the first time that I actually had 2 people working with me part-time here and there, like on call. So I had 1 guy, and then when I brought in the third or the second guy along with me, so there's 3 of us, I found that things took longer to do because they were, when they got to know each other, they started talking more. So if I was out on the mower or whatever, I come around, they're just standing there, right?
Yeah,
and I figured out, like, these lawns that 3 of us were on, I did by myself at first. Okay, so I don't have these really big properties anymore now. Like, they'll take me about 2.5 hours to do by myself. You know, when they were with me, it would take like maybe 2 hours. So I was saving like a half an hour, and I should be saving a lot more time, you know, with it and stuff. And then there's other lawns too that, you know, I was only saving maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, having 2 extra people with me versus myself just doing it by myself. You know what I mean? So,
well, they're brothers, the other 2.
Yeah.
So and every time I see them, they're working. I wouldn't say spy at them. I do spot checks, and to me, an owner should. I mean, I wouldn't expect if I was working for somebody, they always spot check you, and they always seem to. What's up, Jesse? Well, Bill, welcome. They always seem to be doing work. They always seem.
Bill, how you doing, buddy?
It's Eden. Welcome. It's the.
I told you they're gonna come, man.
Well, they didn't come until you showed up.
See, I told you, man. As soon as I come in here, everybody's gonna come.
Well, Bill, Eden, he's probably still out working. Eden is.
Bill, you working right now?
Working.
No.
So I don't know. We'll talk. I'm looking forward to the next 3 months because I feel like my expenses are going to drop. So I just edited my second video for wintertime too. So that's 2 I got saved up.
Oh, I'm jealous. I got to start making some wintertime ones now.
I had a brake line go out on one of my trucks.
Oh, okay.
And I recorded me. He's not working. I recorded me fixing it, so that'll be up in the wintertime.
Oh, that'll be good.
Well, I'm going to be behind the picture here, Floyd. I'm eating dinner.
What are you eating?
Tri-tip mashed potatoes.
I like mashed potatoes.
Well, I'm from Idaho, man.
I like them whipped. Like blender whipped with little bit of cream and butter.
And
I'm
gravy.
from Idaho. We have
Gravy.
potatoes with
I can
every
do.
meal.
I like gravy, but I can do it even without gravy. I just salt, pepper, and butter, and I'm good.
Yeah. Bill is still working.
Yeah.
I think he's off at 10 o'clock, Bill, or 9 o'clock at night or something like that.
But yeah, I got an application in. Somebody. So I've been sharing the mower out on Facebook, like Marketplace and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
got a lot more local hits, obviously. But the first, it's funny because out of all, I probably get 10 hits, and I get like 2 applications. You know, everybody wants. I think people are just don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
You know, and then the ones that did send it the first time were all requesting to ride in lawnmowers, and I don't have it. So I got my first one that is that says he can use a push. The one we got especially after I put it on the page, saying this is what we have to give away.
Yeah.
So I think because he's the first, I think I'm just gonna go with it. You know, he's a local guy. I can bring it right to him myself. He lives not that far away, probably within a half-hour drive.
It's all right.
Yep. And then we just got to start getting fundraising for another mower and the rest of these 501c and all that stuff. So Garns,
Hey.
welcome.
Hey, Garns. Kimberly. Oh, that's your mom. Hi, Mom.
Where's she at? I haven't even seen her.
No.
Oh, there she is. She is my mom.
Yeah, Floyd, normally we would be out mowing still, but I
I'd say
took this
usually
week-
you are.
Yeah, I took this week off from work, so we're going out in the morning, the cool of the morning. Getting them done early. We've been done by 1:30.
That's pretty much, I'm done by noon, 1 o'clock, like since the drought. Usually the summertime's like that because I get things done a lot quicker. I'm spot cutting. I'm not, like I said earlier, I don't trim every lawn every week. Like I'll skip and do every other week. I don't want to burn out edges. A lot of my lawns, like they're not pristine lawns, as you guys know, and they don't need to be edged every week. So you save a lot of time, you know. From
Even
not
that way,
walking around.
pristine yards probably every other week.
Yeah,
It's hit or miss. We look at them. If they need it, we do it. If they don't, we kind of, okay, let's
Yeah.
wait.
but
you know.
oh man, you save a lot of time if you don't have to do that all the time. So
We got that Edger Pro. And we love that Edger Pro.
mhm. But oh man, you save a lot. Oh, there he is.
I know, Mark.
Hey,
We
Mark.
all need to start coming up here with cutoff sleeves and stuff.
What's
showing
that?
showing our guns. All the cutoff sleeves like you do all the time, showing our
I ain't got
guns.
no. Look, all this is all I got is this flabby skin hanging.
Mark, you got to get all tattoos on your arms and stuff.
He can give us. Oh, hey, Mark, check this out. Hold on, I gotta find it. You guys go ahead and talk. I gotta look for something.
Oh,
Hey, Mark.
I don't have the patience to sit for tattoos all over my arms. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, you can get the fake ones. You can get the sleeves that you put up on your arm, and it looks like
No, them would be off. You notice there's no jewelry or anything on my arm. I can't stand face, and I can't stand anything on my arms or fingers. Or nothing.
you're exactly like me. I don't even wear my wedding ring, just because. The job I had before, or whatever, like you shouldn't, because I was handling a lot of boxes and
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people in manufacturing and all that. You're not allowed to wear rings, so I got so used to not wearing the ring. I have my wedding ring right here beside me in a drawer, but I'm so used to not wearing it. I never wear it. My wife totally understands, you know. So
I was.
All right.
I wore my rings all the time, and I was driving truck, and everybody kept telling me, "Take them rings off, take them rings off." Well, I was getting off the truck one day, and I slipped. My finger caught on a bolt, and I was hanging there by my ring. Luckily, I was able to get back up on the step, but if I'd have been
Wow.
more shorter, it would have tore right into my
That's
fingers.
interesting.
I don't know if it would turn it off, but
yeah.
it'd been messed up.
All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Hey, Jesse,
All right.
hit me up on Instagram, buddy. I'll talk to you about that. Hey, so
Yeah, Mark.
Mark, I did this. I want to show you real quick, guys.
Okay.
All All right, so I haven't made it official yet, but can you read it?
Story time.
So you tell me if
I like
she's
that.
ready. You tell me if she's ready.
I don't know where she's at. Vicky, you out yet? I don't know if she's watching the other room or not.
Hey. But yeah, Jesse, I'll definitely come up and talk to you. I don't know how podcasts work or anything about them. I don't listen to them. But just give me a shout out on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah. So Mark, you had fun with the grass flaps.
Oh, I'm telling you what.
I saw the video. I haven't watched it yet.
That video was from 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
So yeah, them grass flaps. Oh my God, the
You like it?
difference that has made in my world is unbelievable. I'm constantly flipping that thing down now. All
no, I haven't watched your video. Is it a hand one or do you have a foot pedal for it?
the foot pedal one.
See, mine's a hand on my Kubota, which I don't mind, but it's just the advanced shoe system, which I like. But I saw the foot one. I'm like, oh, I should have just got that one.
Yeah, one of my buddies has got one of the ones, the shoot block or whatever with the handle, which is, it works nice. It's real quick because he just hits it back and forth, but he has to take his hands off of the bars to do it. So he's always constantly doing this. Well, I was watching Randy from Countryside Vlogs. He put one of them shoot blockers on, and then Cody from Pro Cuts they got shoot blockers like them grass flaps on there, and I just seen them things working a lot more handier and convenient, so that's why I went with them. Yeah, they're $300, but so is a weed whacker. So what's the difference,
I'm thinking about trying it on my 36. I commented on your video there. I do have a homemade one. A friend of mine helped me out last year, metal fabricator. It works and it doesn't work. I have a bungee on it right now to help hold it open, because now it doesn't stay open, because like when I turn the thing, I have to lean over the machine to turn it. It'll open, but as soon as you start hitting the bumps, it slowly starts closing on you. So I have a rubber bungee on it now. I just kind of MacGyvered a thing, but that's starting to slip now too. And then after I seen your video, I'm seriously thinking now maybe trying that grass flap, like having that pedal, being on the stand on instead of, taking one hand off and you got to turn that, just kind of give it a snap. I believe Matt uses it too. I don't know if he's still listening. I think he has that on his right.
Actually, Doug's got one too. I saw his.
Doug
also.
too.
Yeah. Mine were sitting in the garage when he made his video, so I never put mine on yet. And so I was going to say something about that grass flap. Oh, if you do get the grass flap, get the no drill mounts.
Yeah.
That is so much faster. Way much faster than drilling.
Yeah. I don't want to drill into the deck.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I'm going to look into it. It's probably going to cost me $1 million to get it across the border.
Well, that's the other problem you've got. So,
yeah. I'll find out. It might be even cheaper just to ship it to one of you guys and have you guys send it to me as a gift.
That could happen.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to look into it. No, I'm seriously thinking about getting one, trying that on the 36. I don't need it on the 52 because I got the mulch on demand. But the 36, it doesn't have mulch on demand available. So you don't have the flap then,
Right. But before you order one and have one shipped to us, then to have one of us ship it to you, check how much the UPS actually that'd probably be UPS shipping.
Yeah.
Be the UPS it from the States to you.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure if you guys sent me something across the border as a gift, I don't think there's any duty or what do they call it? All those charges anyway to bring it across the border.
Because our sign shop, or the sign shop that I have, this sign right here, which weighs 7 ounces, okay? For me to ship to Canada is $25.
Okay.
How much does it weigh?
Yeah.
7 ounces.
Yeah.
7 ounces.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have customers in Canada with your sign stuff?
Canada, UK, Australia, all over the place.
Oh, okay.
You know, it
Yeah.
just all depends on who orders from where, because it's on, you know, I sell on Amazon, so it doesn't matter where you're at in the world, you can get whatever I want or whatever you want. You just got to pay for shipping. So.
Yeah.
Does the Exmark shoots fit on other mowers, or do you have to? Are they only for Exmark?
Oh, your homework.
Exmark shoot blocker has 350, but not worth every penny. I know.
That's what I was wondering. Asking Deputy, do they fit on other mowers or just the Exmarks?
Probably designed just for the Exmark. Ben from Acme Moines got one. He's got a shoot blocker on one of his.
Hopefully.
I don't know which one it was.
Practice. Go.
I fell in love with the.
It fits right in there. You can't even see it.
My Turos all have a custom fabricated shoot blocker, but you got to get off and pull it up, and you slide it in. They're just they're old technology. You know, it just
Right.
does the job when I'm mulching and stuff.
I fell in love with the grass flap.
Yeah.
Especially on the standers, you can just foot operate that thing. You don't even have to take your hands off the controls. You don't even have to slow down, nothing. You just hit that sucker and go. Then you can flip it open and close just so quick.
Yeah, I spend most of my time with it down a little bit. If you scoot it down, then I catch it on a pass back through and spread it out.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places on the boulevard. I just leave it closed.
Mm-hmm.
I just mulch everything up, just like your last video there, Doug. How you would when you trimmed all them shrubs up there, you kept that thing closed.
Yeah. Oh, to mulch it. Yeah.
Mulched all that up there. Yeah, that works really.
Mm-hmm.
So, but question though, when you have your grass flap down, does it leave that line along the edge of the mower? How do you?
If you kick it up just a little bit, it won't leave that. It'll still be a little heavy, but it won't leave that line.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you
Because
put your,
I found that, like when I mow and I'm mulching, I had that line of debris, I guess grass or that follows me, and I'm like, oh crap. That's
yeah. I
what
call
don't want that
it feather the pedal. Because you just put your foot on that pedal, you just push it down a little bit, and you just crack that grass flap open a little, just so it can blow the stuff out, and it won't make that line. And so you stand on that pedal, you got to hold it just cracked open.
Yeah.
But it works so great, man. I tell you what, I love that grass flap. I'm gonna order another one for the 52.
Yeah, so I ordered 3 of them. I put them on all 3 of my mowers. The video that was out today was done 3 weeks ago. I just
Yeah.
when you put your grass flap video out there, Doug. My grass flaps are sitting in the shop. I just never got to them yet. Well,
Yeah. I need to order one for 52. I really do.
oh, I tell you what, I cannot believe I've been running without one.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I-
What's nice is when you're running diagonals or something and you come up close to a flower bed, you just slam that thing shut, turn around, and then open it back up and then drive right by, and it takes that pile that it's going to leave and it just throws it out and disperses it.
Yeah. I've been kind of. Yeah.
Hey,
She did.
Vicky's watching. Hi, Vicky.
Hey Vicky, she can reach the pedals.
Yeah, it's
I haven't watched your video yet, Mark.
don't worry about that.
No, I'll probably watch it in the morning. I usually watch a lot of the videos in the morning while I'm
I just
sitting on the
watched
couch for an
video-
hour before I go to bed or go to work.
I just watched the video that Doug put out last week. I just watched it yesterday. So
The hedge trimming one?
yeah, the hedge trimming one.
I'm not kidding. I think I want to measure it someday, but that one section that I showed, it wasn't real dense, but other parts of the buildings, it's just hedges the whole length.
Right.
And there's got to be 1,600 feet of hedges there that we trim. Five times a year we trim those.
It separates boys from the men, or the girls from the women, however you want to say it.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah,
But, you know,
I used to do a
contract and I took it, so.
Well, it was about a 25-foot row of arborvitaes that were all chopped down about 7-8 foot. Yeah, I was on top of a ladder doing it. Oh my goodness, that sucked.
It's not so much to me. It's not so much the ladder, being on the ladder that bothers me. It's constantly going down, moving it, moving it, going down.
Yeah.
Even doing Christmas lights, it
Yeah.
gets
Up and down,
old.
up and down.
I try to find ways around that all the time. It's like
Yeah,
my number one goal.
We don't do any ladder work. If it requires a ladder, we're not doing the job.
Yeah, we don't either for the lawn care, but I do Christmas light installation.
Right.
So, I don't have a choice.
Not me. My hired man that I had working for me last year, I had him install my Christmas lights because I don't like heights.
Oh.
So I said, hey, you want to install my new lights? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. All right, I'll pay you by the hour.
Heights don't bother me. It's the fall that scares me.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And not
Yeah,
even that. It's the sudden impact at the end.
I don't know what happened, but I used to be. I'm never fearless of heights. Where we used to work, hauling equipment, there was a 100-foot sheer drop cliff over the rock wall. We'd be on that edge all the time working. Now, yeah, right. You ain't getting me anywhere near that edge now. I don't know what happened. I got older. I got afraid of everything. I don't know.
As we get older, self-preservation kicks in more and more and more. So
I think you're closer to that as this.
I could be up on a roof putting drip edge and everything right on an end. But I have the problem getting from the roof to the ladder. That's where my panic area is. Maybe because I got stuck up on the roof a couple times and I was shoveling the roof off. Maybe that might have been it. I don't know. But I don't know.
hey, you happy now, baby?
Yes,
What's for
Nice.
dessert?
Klondike Farm.
What's for dessert?
A Klondike bar.
Hey, what would you do for one?
I
Right?
do a lot of things for a Klondike bar,
I like the
I
Klondike
love
bars.
you.
They're good.
especially the chocolate ones. I'm a favorite of the chocolate ones. Oh yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
would. I'm already working on it. I started programming my Christmas light display the other night.
Christmas light display.
Yeah.
I'm not into that much. I just have the little lights that twinkle. That's
Oh
it.
no, I have a whole
I got the big
secret
ones, though,
light
yeah.
display and everything.
The C. What are the big ones? The
C9.
C9. Yeah, I got those.
Yep, the old school.
Well, they're
Or
LED.
Yeah.
They're LEDs. Yeah. They look good.
Yep. We got. I usually install C9s or C7s on commercial jobs. Is what they usually want, and it's usually warm white. Warm white's the old school looking. Cool white is the really bright, like flashy. So
Yeah,
a lot of
ours are the
people like
bright
that
ones.
traditional
Kind of bluish.
old look.
And then we don't call them Christmas lights because they stay up year round. They're holiday lights. And
Essence lights.
Laura turns them on for Halloween, 4th of July. It doesn't matter. She turns them
Oh,
on. She likes
So
her lights.
I decorate pretty good for Halloween too, and in our old house in Colorado, to the point where kids wouldn't come up to the house because they were scared. And now that we have a bigger yard, it's a different story. Plus, we got like 2 trick or treaters last year, but because we're more in the country, so my yard is not that scary. But this year, I'm gonna do a little bit better job. And but they go down day after Halloween, tear them all down. Christmas starts going up because I need that much time.
Well, we
I
got
had Christmas
I
lights.
even put Christmas lights up before Halloween. Just don't turn them on. Just started getting them strung up.
I had Christmas lights on that shed since 2013. Before I brought it down, every night it was on a timer, just white lights, and they came on 24/7. Or not 24/7. Sorry, every day. Like didn't matter if it was summer or what
Oh, yeah.
that night.
Right out this window is my back deck. And we have lights strung across that. And we plug them in. So it just lights up the deck area. But they're not Christmas lights. They're like a big bulb. But they look like Christmas
Oh,
lights.
right.
Just
Yeah.
soft lighting, just for the deck at night.
A lot of people are hanging those Edison lights up now. They look like the old school Edison bulbs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in their patios and stuff like that. We actually did.
Yeah.
My wife went out and bought some patio lights, and they hung just like Christmas lights and along our back patio area. It looked pretty cool at night.
We got about a 60-foot spruce tree that we're going to be mowing down here. I got to call my buddy just to have him cut it down because it's the end of its life cycle. But it sure was nice when I decorated it one year. It was pretty cool because you could see it for blocks because it was the tallest tree in the area. But it's coming down this year, so I'm going to have to do something in the yard because it's dead. Everybody's coming by, and I'm going to have to change some stuff. So.
How'd you get the lights up there? Did you want
With a painter's
a boom
pole.
or something?
I had one of, extendable painter's poles.
Okay.
And I was reaching, I was standing on a ladder. This is a whole lot of
At the on the very top of
Hold
it.
on, hold on. It's story time with
on the
Mark.
very top of it. And Vicky was
Yeah.
on the other end. She hooked a light to it because it would take the whole strand. And I'd hook it up.
Yeah.
Vicky, are you still in here? I got something to show you. Comment if
Vicky,
you are.
he's got something to show you. Are you watching?
Is she
I don't know. Okay. She's 2 rooms away. How that works?
Mm,
I have to pull it back up.
Are you watching, Vicky? He's watching.
She is. Yeah, all right, I'll share this. Shh. I always got to remember to click that share audio. All right, this is what I got for you, Vicky. Oh, no!
Oh, what happened?
He's
Wow,
dying.
Floyd, that was awesome.
Is it? And that's awesome.
That's amazing.
yes.
Man,
I'm not talking to you guys. I'm unfriending y'all from Facebook.
that little flashy X was pretty cool, dude.
Hold on, let me get it back.
Mm.
Oh, Floyd, you're going to hear about that for a long time.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know what's going on. That's weird.
So Floyd, what controllers do you use for the Christmas lights to do them to sound?
Lightorama. They're called Lightorama controllers. They're old school. I don't. Lightorama is kind of one of the brands there that have the controllers out there, and that's what I use. A lot of people do pixels and stuff, so they can change the bulbs to every color. I'm not all into that yet. I just do the old-fashioned.
Because I did follow a few guys that were Christmas light specialists on YouTube, and I thought, that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. But I just, we get done at Thanksgiving with mowing, and then it's just like we're done. I'm just so tired. I don't want to have any extra projects. So
Right.
See, when we used to live out in the country, the day after Thanksgiving, the lights were on.
yeah,
And we had them up. Usually we start putting them up first or second or third week of October. Start hitting all lights. Didn't run the cords, but I had a map for all the extension cords. I had so many lights at one time, just so I know where everything went and where it all plugged in. Because every
Wow.
single outlet that was outside was used, and all the outlets in my house were used.
well, what's nice now is those LEDs, man. You can string like
Oh
8
yeah,
sets of them together.
yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
yeah. I had. Oh geez, I don't know how many cords I have. I couldn't.
When I
tell
first
you.
started, I was all incandescent, and I've changed over to LEDs, and my
Yeah.
electricity bill appreciates it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also have a drop box out at the road for Wounded Warriors for donations.
Okay.
So last year I didn't really get a lot, but now that the word is out there and I won the local competition, that hopefully this year will be a better showing,
Right.
and Hayward on the Road's mad because he's won the competition like last 10 years. I moved in my first year and I destroyed him. So me and him, we're friends. We talk all the time, but we were busting each other's chops off all winter last year. And it was fun.
Mm. Hey, Franco.
Franco, what's going on, man?
Dropped off a trailer to get wrapped. Oh, boy.
Must be an enclosed trailer.
That's expensive.
Yeah. I got
Well,
my
depending
truck.
on
When they're done, though.
If you're gonna do a wrap, yeah, it's pretty expensive. Like what I did, it cost me, I think it was like $400. So it's pretty inexpensive and looks good, and you can see it. And
So yeah, I think we let me pull it up here. Just for the black lettering on the side of the trailer, on both sides of the trailer, I think it costs us $200 installed, or $250, something like that. So I painted it, and then we just had them put the lettering on it, and yeah, it wasn't much. It was worth it. It's a rolling billboard, man.
Yeah.
oh, 100%. I can't stop yawning. I'm so tired.
You didn't even work today. It rained all day. That's probably why you're tired, because you didn't do nothing. I hate
No,
it
I
when
did
I have
work.
lazy days. Sometimes I'm miserable.
No, you know what? It was the last couple days. Well, even the weekend, whatever. Just working in my backyard. I was rushing last night to get everything done. Get the trailer out of the backyard because I knew we're getting all this rain. I didn't want the dump trailer to sink into my yard. It was bloody heavy. I pulled it out at 8 o'clock last night, and it was bloody heavy. I think it was the heaviest load I've ever had in that dump trailer. And it was loaded right to the top, totally even, right on the top, so you can put the tarp on it. Solid. So there's 2 dump trailer loads with that shed. It's gone. It's completely gone right now in my backyard.
So now you got a big old hole.
Yeah. So now I got to backfill. I got to figure out. I'm going to bring in some topsoil, and then I'm going to help out my buddy that's a contractor that's going to be building a shop for me. I'm going to bring in the gravel with the truck that I got the dump box in. So I'm going to pick it up, and I can just drive back there, dump it, do a couple loads maybe, and then that's just for the foundation to go on. So yeah, and then go from there. I'm going to leave them alone, and they're going to start building.
No, deputy, that is true. That tongue is bent. That poor trailer has been rolled, hit. I don't even. Yeah, it rolled over, hit ice, swung out, flipped over on its top, and slid down the road. And that's when it bent the tongue. Is when it rolled over. But it still pulls great. It just got a little bit of a bent tongue. It's all right. It's a mow trailer. It isn't a museum piece.
I got to figure it out, Mark. So if she's still around.
Vicky, you still out there? You still ready?
All right.
And then the other time I got hit, I'll watch this first.
Yeah.
Vicky wants to see it.
Oh, hold on. You know what I did?
Can you make it bigger? Oh,
Yeah, hold on.
While he's doing that, deputy, I'm in the trailer and literally get T-boned. Throws me across the trailer, across a mower, and I smacked the opposite wall. And it hit so hard, the trailer came up off the ground like this and bent my axle. And I was in it.
In the trailer?
I was in the trailer. It threw me across the trailer. I slammed against the far wall.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is lime green, dude. How can you miss it? But whatever.
it's crazy. I didn't know you were in the trailer. I never heard that before.
Yeah, I was in it.
I don't know how to make it any bigger than this. I told her I would work on one.
Wow. Who's
No.
yelling in the background?
Oh, my
The
kids
kids.
are arguing with each other. I don't even think they're arguing. They're just
You see that, Vicky?
messing with each other. So if she wants to do, I really want her to do story time. Me and Mike were excited about it.
Vicky, they watch your story.
It's bedtime for me. I need a story.
I'll be right back.
I need a story to fall asleep.
Not a bedtime story, Mike.
Oh,
Yeah, man, no kidding. When was that, Doug?
That was last season.
Oh,
The axle was bent, and I just rolled with it through the season to get done, and then I put the new axle in the beginning of this year. And I wore out a set of tires because the tires were all out of whack. And then this year, I did about a month or two ago, I did a video. We got hit again. We did, and I had my cones all set out around it, and somebody ran over my cone and drug it clear up the road. But that trailer, I'm telling you, that trailer's a stinking magnet, dude. I got to get rid of it.
yeah, you got bad luck with that. Holy shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, Vicky's coming in. I had to hit the ATM machine to get her to come in here. So
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
He doesn't
Oh.
see me nothing, that's for sure.
Oh, now Floyd's gone.
Yeah, he left.
that's why
And
Floyd
Vicky's
was.
Yeah, I heard Mark say something about cutting that tree down, but I think we need to keep that tree for till after Christmas time. It might make a good video, us putting lights up on that tree.
Yeah, that'd be some super sketchy stuff.
Yeah, the neighbors all watch us like, what are they doing now?
How tall is that tree now?
About 60 foot.
Okay, well,
It's not
you
that
can.
tall. It's only about 40 foot.
It's pretty tall, but it's pretty messy also.
You got rental shops that you can rent like a boom lift, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up to the hardware store and rent one of them man lifts.
Yeah, get one of those, and that'll be kind of fun to use that, do a video with that, and wrap that tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
That's,
did have that seed. What's that pipe that you had that we wrapped red tape around it
I just
for
thought
candy
that-
canes?
Oh, I used a half-inch PVC pipe, and I painted them white, and I took some red duct tape.
That's what I do. I do it all the time. I actually, instead of duct tape, though, I use electrical tape.
Or
But
maybe it
I always
was
like to
The
go.
red electrical.
Red electrical is better for wrapping for,
Yeah,
that's what we
for
Yeah.
outdoor Christmas stuff. I mean, the only problem is it's thin.
Yeah.
And he drilled a hole through there, and we hung lights through there.
So yeah, I had along both sides of the driveway. It was like candy canes with the lights looping there, and
I could probably find a video of my house from last year.
We had about
So-
6,000 lights, and I'm thinking,
no, it
well,
was more than that.
all I know is the yard was really bright.
You could
There's
drop
a
it at night.
Thanks, Rory.
There's a lady we know here in town. She's a Christmas lady. She leaves her Christmas decorations up in her house all year round.
Uh-huh.
And she always
Wow.
has Christmas in her house.
Yep.
Always has Christmas.
Yeah, there's people that go all out for all this stuff. We have,
Oh, I'm not kidding you. You go to her house right now and she's got a Christmas tree set up in her house.
we have
I know a few people, but I've heard of people that do that.
I don't even know if our lights even work. They've been in totes forever.
well. So I'm gonna have to get over my little fear of heights just to get in that little man lift so I can decorate this silly tree.
Mm-hmm. Before you cut it down.
We got to keep up with the neighbor up the street. Last year they did some really,
Yeah, they got
The Joneses?
so it's our turn. to get
yeah,
their
they
way.
get a lot of decorations, but they have a daycare, so they do it for the kids.
Mhm. Here's how we
Just
did it
don't look
last year.
down, Mark.
Yeah,
What's
don't look
that?
down.
What'd you
Just
say,
don't
Mike?
look down. Don't look down.
Why?
No, if you go up in that lift.
Better.
Oh, when I'm up there. Oh, I see.
Yeah, because if your heights, I'm scared of heights too. So
Yeah, here's how I fixed my lights. Last year we had a couple strands that weren't working out there. And Laura's like, can you fix them? I said, sure, go buy new ones. They're fixed.
It's just as easy just to do that.
Right.
But
I mean,
figure
as
out
cheap
which
as they are.
Yeah, they're cheap. Especially the LED ones are getting cheaper and cheaper all the time.
Mhm.
You wasted so much time pulling the bad bulbs out, trying to find the right
Oh, yeah.
one. I have this pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go buy 10 more strings of lights and be
And
done
then
with
you
it.
bought that clicker thing to find out where the bad light was, and that didn't work half the time.
We're going to do a Halloween decoration this year in my front yard, right out my front door. I'm going to put a motor up on a jack kind of a thing so you can't see the jack. And then out from underneath of it, you're just basically going to have a pair of pants that are stuffed with shoes.
Right.
And so it looks like the guys underneath all chopped up.
Hmm.
Hey, we got to do
All right.
our long hair Halloween. I mean,
Right?
Right.
Mom, I'm working on it. God. All right,
It's
here.
pretty good when your mom's busting your chops.
I know. This is my house.
Nice.
All right, lawn dogs. Here's the show. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Cardinal Christmas Light Show. The Foster family hopes you have a joyful
Hey.
holiday season. If you enjoyed the show, please make a donation.
So I
to
made
the
that
Wounded
pinwheel
Warriors
thing on
Center.
the
You
right
can find the donation
last
box on
year,
the
and all the
tree.
trees in the
Don't
front,
forget to take a gift. Enjoy
the
the
little
show.
ones. So you listen to it in your car off the radio.
Oh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Hey, we got it! Hey, we
That's a little bit.
got it!
Is Vicky dancing down there?
No.
Vicky was
That's Canadian music there.
Okay. I guess this Christmas.
It won't cost you that much.
I can't have people out doing me like
We
that.
don't have so many lines to do now. We can go through all our Christmas lights, make sure they work.
I'm not even gonna try, Floyd. Good job, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I finally got the stuff playing.
I got twinkly lights on my Eve. Does that count?
Yeah, whatever.
No, I'm not anti-Christmas. Actually, I'm pro-Christmas for everything. But man, I don't even want to know how many hours you got into setting that thing up.
Oh, I start. Well, the worst is wrapping those trees, those big trees with all the branches.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
it's not even a wrapping them. Wrapping them, I get a little scraped up, but taking them down sucks. Taking them down is the worst.
It would take me 5 days, I think 5 full days to put the lights up. Actually, both of us. But I could probably get them down in about 6 hours. Get them all down. Because I do everything from the ground.
I do a little section at a time. So I get my display before I do any of the controls. I go, okay, today I'm going to put up this. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. Tomorrow, and then I go work. And then, kind of like I do with the lawn care. Okay, I'm going to do this. If I get this done a little faster than I thought, then I'll do a little bit from tomorrow. I try to get all the stuff that is elevated done first before the snow hits here. That's why a lot of people go, why do you start so early? Honestly, it's to beat the snow.
Yeah.
Right.
The ground freezes. I can't get nothing in the ground. I can't stake nothing in the ground. Even if the ground is frozen, most of the stuff I can still get out. I might have to go around and do some stake cleanup in the spring or something, pull some stakes that I missed.
It's get cold too.
But yeah, it
Too
just
cold.
last year though we had a pretty mild winter, so taking stuff down was pretty easy. Last year was so.
I remember when we used to do that, the first weekend in November, we'd get a day or two that would be in the 50s. And that worked out great because then, and a couple weeks later was Thanksgiving and we have it all ready to go. And that worked out pretty nice.
And I will top it, Donald. I already got plans.
All right, I got to get back to my YouTube channels with the Christmas tree light guys. They got good tips.
No, I watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a Christmas tree. Part of when I do the Christmas installation this year, I'm going to try to make videos on how I do stuff, but it'll probably be just on this channel. I'm not going to create another channel because I just don't feel like I'm going to have the content to put enough out year round.
No, you're right.
Some of those guys, that's what they do. And every year they're constantly doing Christmas year round. And I usually don't do it year round. I start now. Right about now is when I start thinking about it. Okay, we're 6 months out. I got to start making sure all my stuff's working.
Yeah, because actually that is part of lawn care. If you're decorating a lawn.
No, I absolutely advertise for it. I send it out to all my clients this year saying I do Christmas lights installation. It's like a lease program, so it works out well. They don't have to get on the roofs. I install them. I take them down.
My foot hurt.
Yeah.
Another thing you might want to think about, Floyd, is a lot of stuff is hard to get right now because it's being imported and it's not coming. So you might think about that a little bit.
I know, I
Get your stocks built up.
to buy more stuff than that. I really do.
See my foot.
What'd you do to her, Mark?
That's from a
Bees?
thing.
I found a bee.
Several.
Bees.
I made some yesterday. I found a bee's nest in the ground.
With your foot.
Laura found a wasp nest yesterday. She only got one thing, but
I was trimming around a tree and they got me and I was cussing and swearing like no tomorrow. It shocked me. I was like, what's going on?
We got one in our house goes up the pipe or like our electric meter. And my wife, she sprays it every other day. I swear, she's constantly out there. She gets a couple, but you can't get that until you get that queen. You're not gonna get them all.
Well, yeah, and it was right across the street from another person that we mowed their lawn, and the nest was in the mailbox. And Mark sprayed that twice, And so we think they moved. we think they
Oh,
moved
Yeah,
the yard, but
we go out at the beginning of the year and buy a 12-pack of spray. We just do.
Mhm.
We're going to use it.
Keep one in my truck too, just in case I
Yeah.
need one.
I get all this stuff from
Sunscreen, bug spray, and wasp spray are always in my truck. Now hand sanitizer.
Right.
I carry the Zep Home Depot brand there or Spectracide. Spectracide, that's what it is. That stuff works great. And yeah, it leaves a little bit of oil residue, but the bees they hit the ground, they're dead. That's
Well,
all.
I'm allergic, so I keep the stuff that shoots like 3,000 feet, and that's where how far I stand away because I don't even want to get close. If I see a wasp, bees, I'm okay. Wasps, no.
Texas. There's a bee in Texas.
Oh my gosh, I'm like,
there.
Laura, I guess you're just gonna have to go mow that part because I'm not going over there.
Right.
And I don't care if it's customers' yards or their houses. If they're up under the eaves and stuff, I'll spend the money. I don't care. It's all out war. I'm killing every one of them.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I told my wife. If we really want to get that good, we're gonna have to call an exterminator because I am not dropping that soffit down. And I said I'll get crushed. I said we're gonna have to call somebody to come up professional. We'll keep spraying it and try to get the hole, but there's no way I'm getting up in there. I'm not allergic to nothing. I don't like pain.
yeah, that puts on fire. That's for sure.
What you on, Mike?
He's already fall asleep.
We're born Mike.
Yeah, I know. You know,
Mike
we're right
Tiger.
there.
Mike,
I'm telling you that burned me out. Just all that work I did in my backyard. It's catching up to me now
Yeah.
because I got no work today in the backyard, and it's raining. And I was talking to my wife about it earlier. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm just exhausted. It's not from cutting lawns. It's just there's a lot of work.
well,
I
yesterday
Fall asleep.
did it all by myself.
Yeah.
yesterday was hot, 103, 104, and Laura got stung by a wasp, and we're wearing masks, and then she had an asthma attack, and it was hot, and I brought her home. I just had to bring her home. She was done, and I brought her in the house and told the daughter to keep an eye on her, and I went back out and mowed 2 more. But man, there's just some days,
Yeah.
it's like, let's just stop now and start again tomorrow because today's not working.
No.
Yeah, we did that yesterday. That was last yard of the day, wasn't it? Or we had one more.
Every time we do that lawn, something happens. Every single time.
We had one of those last year. She lives right down the street. Every time I go down there, something would break or,
Oh, yeah.
something would happen. And I told her she was bad luck.
Yeah, because the one time the one time I was trimming the ditch and my shoes slipped. I slept and I went face first down in it was kind of deeper, so there was a bank. So I didn't go flat down, but it went hard enough. And then
Hey, Mark, those make the best videos, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and then
camera
he
wasn't
was-
running though.
Oh, dang it.
happened, and then he went and clipped their camper
Cord.
cord. It was
Oh.
plugged into their house, and he clipped it. And then I got stung by the bees.
Yo,
So,
it was a nice little cheap $50 extension cord too that I clipped,
So you had to go to Home Depot and buy him a new one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mowed that yard for free that day.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was
he
one of them
did.
big old heavy black extension cords, $50 later. There we go. Oh well, nothing you know about it. Stuff like that. I made a different turn than I normally do, and I hit that cord. And I usually run alongside of it, and I get up to the top of the slope there, and I move the cord over and run back alongside. I'll hit it. Well, yeah, it did a little loop, and I made a little turn, and well, whoops. What are you doing? Eating your lunch, Floyd?
Oh no, my daughter just got out of work. She works at Arby's.
Is that a Klondike bar?
She brought me a.
Oh, no.
Got your turnover.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but okay.
Don't question.
It's always nice when your kids bring you a treat.
Well, you broke my seat.
You broke your seat.
You broke my seat.
You broke it.
And I know Mark and Vicky can appreciate this, but I remember when I had teenage girls in the house.
Well,
Never their
Mhm.
fault. My truck,
Well, I only have,
my,
I
the
only,
adjustment on my truck doesn't work, so you can't move the truck seat forward or back. It worked just fine for me until my daughter started getting her little short self in it. And she had to move it all the way forward.
Where I only have one left in the house, and so you don't get the bickering back and forth anymore.
Oh, I get it big time right now with both my boys, 15 and 17 years old.
Mhm.
Oh my God, door slams, bang, get out!
Tell them to go
Oh
outside.
my God, guys.
But here's the deal between the boys and the girls. I mean, the girls are just at a whole nother level that I can't deal with, and I usually call her Laura. Laura, that's your take care of it. I can't deal with it. The boys, you just slap them upside the head and tell them knock it off. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, Dad, I'm sorry. Okay.
Like your boys could probably go outside and have a fist fight. And then
Right.
an hour later be playing video games together. My girls, they're at it for days.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If I did that to one of the girls, oh my gosh, I would be the worst man in the world for the next month.
Yeah.
I gotta answer people that are just getting ridiculous now. Because there's a whole lot of people all excited because I put shoot blockers on the mowers instead of baggers.
Yeah, those
So.
shoe blackers are nice. The only thing I don't like is it leaves a trail.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Then you have to just go back over it and use the
Right. So if the bed is over on this side, Vicky, and you mow your first strip down, and you're discharging, right? And
Yeah.
then your trip back on your stripe, you got to close the blocker so you don't blow it into the bed. So all I do is I get to the end, and then I go back and open up my chute blocker, and then I just go down the first strip I did, and it blows those clumps right on out. Then from there on out, you're good. You just have to do that double pass on that first, those first couple turns, and then after that, you can just roll.
Okay.
But
I do
yeah,
the
leave
same
that
thing.
strip, but you just go back over and blow it away from the beds, and you don't even have to mow the strip. You just have to buy the strip, and the discharge will just get rid of it.
So I don't find me using my discharge chute as much because what I do is it's kind of similar to what you said, Doug. But when I get to the flower beds, when I'm doing my outside or my perimeter loop, and I get by the flower beds that are on the perimeter, I just go around it like a second time, one more time, but a little bit wider. So it's like two streams, Now, when I get to those flower beds in the middle, you do those circles around them or whatever. Sometimes I have to shut that chute, and I shut it when I can. I try
I
not
think
to.
a lot of
I
it.
don't have a pedal though either, so I don't. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not as convenient to shut it.
Well, I think a lot of it is my lot size is so small. The majority of my lots
Exactly.
are under a quarter acre, and heck,
Yeah, mine are.
you can't if you're going to hit a flower bed all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of handy to have, and it saves time. So
It's
I was going to say the same thing, Doug.
yeah,
Because there were some yards I would make one pass and run all the way down the other end of the yard to make another pass by because I didn't have a choice. Now I just spin around and go back the other direction again.
right. Yep.
That's it.
Well, I've got some yards. I'm only with my 36-inch mower. I'm only 6 passes wide.
Oh man,
Yeah.
no.
Well, how are you going to do that?
There's not a yard I mow that I can't get my 60-inch on.
Oh yeah.
I got besides two of them I have to push mow because I just can't even get a mower to them. Like the one that I have to the other day where I have to actually go down the stairs and I use the customer mower. And I did that so I didn't have to carry a mower up and down the stairs all the time. They bought one, they put it down there. I deducted a little bit off the bill.
Right. Yeah, I saw that video there.
And then I got another one where I have to push mow because the hill's so steep that it's just you're pushing like this. I mean, it's bad. You almost could weed whip it is what we probably should do. But
I'm
the guy-
always wanting bigger properties because I enjoy mowing bigger properties.
I do too.
But man,
I have
they're
more
hard,
fun
they're
with
hard to come by around here. They're all the smaller stuff. So, and I tell you, that Time Master, we use that sucker a lot. Because there's even some yards that are so small that it doesn't pay to get the 36 out. It's just faster to use the Time Master.
Our best mower for our residentials, or that's not our residentials, our suburb is our 52-inch grandstand. By far, it's the best mower we got for all of our suburbia housing that we mow. It can do everything. So if I buy another grandstand, I know our dealership has a 60-inch in there right now, grandstand. I wouldn't buy it because I don't need a 60-inch. If I'm going to use a 60-inch, I'm getting a sit down.
Mhm.
I know they save room. They save a little bit of room on a trailer, but I'm not worried about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I bought the big one, the 52 this year, because I do have some bigger properties. And it's good, but well, my competitor, not my competitor, the other guy in town, I don't call him my competitor because we're cool. He's got all the big properties, all of them, but he's been doing it for, commercially for 30 years,
Mhm.
and he runs the 64-inch rear discharge decks on the front of Walker H's to run all those big properties. So the one property that I'm looking at, I would love to have. I'm not going to get it because he has it. I measured out as 3 acres of grass. Okay, 3 acres of grass. He brings he'll bring 4 mowers up there and mow that, and 2 guys trimming, and he'll be in and out of there in 45 minutes.
3 acres?
3 acres.
Mhm.
Yep, trim,
Yeah.
mowed, everything, 45 minutes.
The one that we have, that's 3
That's a
acres. 3 acres. We have 2 guys in there, one mowing and one trimming, and we're done in 40 minutes with my Kubota.
Yeah, it's a 6-man crew though, so
See, we used to on our Thursday route. I don't know how many lawns we did, but all together we mowed 14 acres on Thursdays. They were all big country yards. You were talking between 3 and 5 acre yards, all of them. And it just, it got to the point where I didn't want to mow them anymore. And then you get halfway through with all these yards, and it start raining, so you'd have to leave.
right.
Then you come back the next day, and it start raining again.
Yeah, because we had 4 of them right there.
4 of them right in a row, yeah. We'd spend 3 hours, right? 4 hours? 4 hours to never drive a quarter mile. Actually,
So
no, we
they
didn't
actually,
do a quarter mile because that's all these properties are pretty much connected.
Right, nice. I love that.
And they were all bumpy.
They were all bumpy, yeah, because they're all heavy clay. So you know what frost does with clay? It's always
Frost
heaving
feeds.
and moving it, and you can never flatten it out. And you do your best all summer long to get it flattened out, and it's usually flat enough for about a month where you can run really fast across it, and then it's all done. So,
No, but if I did get a bigger yard, if I got a contract on a $10,000 a year contract on a big property or something, I'd run right out and get a 61 in a heartbeat.
mhm.
First year I'd pay for it, or less than a year.
Yeah, we have I have 2 60s, a 52, a 54. The time or the 30-inch time master, not time master, time. Oh, I can't think.
Turf Master.
Turf Master.
No.
Is it a
Oh my
Toro?
god, I've never. Yeah, it's a Toro. It's the little 30-inch.
Time
Is it
Master.
Time Master. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I never use it. My guys use it. I never have it on my. I never get to use it. They always have it. So
I like that little head.
it's funny because there's like I never get the grandstand. The guy crew always takes it. So they have it and they have the Time Master. I don't ever get to use them. So I was like, but they have the yards for it, not me. I do more of the bigger properties because I like mowing the bigger properties.
Yeah, I'm using a 21-inch mower and a weed whacker tomorrow on one of my yards. I have to pick it up a set of stairs to put it in the backyard. Washington.
Oh, there, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a pain in the butt.
It takes me, well, the front yard, it's about 6 passes with a 21-inch. The backyard probably takes me about 10 minutes to cut. But I charge her $35 because I have to pick the thing up over the steps. And I have to do all the
It's
weed
a
whacking.
busy road,
And it's a
too.
very busy road. If I don't cut it in the morning, I ain't crossing that street. So and I have to park on the opposite side because there's no parking on her side. So.
We have 3 properties for them.
Yeah. Yeah, the people with multiple properties, you kind of suck it up and take the bad one too. So you ready for your story, Vicky?
Oh,
Well, I commented. Well, she can come up with one next week. I don't want to put her on the spot. And I lost. I have to re-edit the video. So
Okay.
Okay.
We'll wait.
Oh, we can do it. Yeah.
We can wait or do it. It's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
story.
Oh, he has
But
to edit.
she can tell it. We can do story time with Vicky. And then I commented on one of your videos saying, "You guys, next time you guys do a road trip, you got to come down here. I'll put you on a mower.
Oh, yeah.
Come, you guys get not when you're on vacation. You're like, nah, but come down here at Fremont, man. We got a beautiful lake down here, campground, Fremont Fremont campground is right on the lake.
Where's Fremont?
It's about 40 minutes north of Grand Rapids.
Okay. So you're on the west side of the state.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Welcome. Come on up if you want to, Jim. There's a link somewhere.
He was just live here a little bit ago.
Jim's
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I lost a lot of viewers because I think Shane went on too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes up and
notifications.
once.
Well, he goes up every day now lately doing all these gross streams again.
Who knows?
Yeah, I got a notification. Oh, man. But yeah, we got a nice lake down here and plenty of fishing. I got to get a boat.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a fishing license. I got my fishing poles down from the attic, and that's where they're still sitting. I brought a brand new spool of line to restring all the reels. Never done anything yet.
I've gone on my kayak a couple times bluegill fishing, and both times I pretty much got skunked. And I'm like, now I'm angry and haven't done all
I got out of my canoe once this year, and it was still ice on the river, just to see if there was any leaks in it. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I realized one man in a 17-foot canoe is not the most stablest thing in the world. It sits on top of the water, doesn't go anywhere, The wind just blows you.
Yeah, I finally got my COVID haircut.
Did you?
No, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
My oldest daughter came downstairs and yelled at me because she wanted me. She goes, I liked my hobo-looking dad. Like I couldn't handle it
Shave
no
it
more.
all off.
I told her I couldn't handle it no more.
Just shave it all off and grow a big beard.
No. I've been bald before. When I deployed, I shaved my head bald when I deployed, just so I didn't have to get a haircut while I was there.
That makes sense to me. You don't have to deal with it.
Well, you go there and the ones cutting your hair are the Afghanistan people who you're kind of at war with. It's like, I ain't letting you put that stuff on my head. I mean, they're usually, they go through background checks and all that stuff. I just,
But still,
I'd probably be a little more paranoid than what I had to be, but still.
Yep, it's always there in the back of your mind.
Yep, not doing it. I just shaved my head. I think my second deployment was okay. The second deployment we had Americans that were there, like contractors, cutting hair and stuff like that. So that wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, not much else is going on. I got the mowers for vets. I mailed out Deputy his package today. Yeah, we went kayaking over the weekend. We had fun. I'm getting ready to edit that video for Sunday.
Yeah, we stayed in the house hiding from the rain and the thunderstorms all weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anaway State Park, they got it really bad.
Well, I never did bring any pictures down. I was going to bring some up. But the trees laying across the back end of where the camper used to be, they took it smashed the whole thing right off. It was.
It was a shame. Exactly, Deputy.
Yeah, one slip of that race.
They don't do that no more. We have to shave ourselves. We can't go to the barber. I wish. I'm trying to find one. I mean, I'm not going to shave my beard. She trimmed it up nice. It's actually one of the better haircuts I've gotten in a long time. So that was nice.
I have to call somebody because our hairdresser retired. So.
Oh, the one that cut my hair, she's 24 years old. She did good. So she ain't retiring anytime soon.
Well, I didn't think our hairdresser was going to retire anytime soon, but I got.
Go see
She's our age, so she says enough's enough. She's done.
I cut my own hair.
I get all the stuff we can find it.
Some people do. You remember those Flobies, the vacuum
Oh,
hair
yeah.
cutters? That's what Mike uses.
I used to, no, I actually used to just do a number one my whole head. Now I'm actually getting stylish. I go a little shorter on the sides and the back. A
So
little
you actually
taller.
do cut your own hair for real.
No, I do. 100%. I've been doing it for years.
There
I
you
used
go.
to
And,
do mine all the time too, and I got tired of doing it.
I think I
Yeah.
can.
But I was number 2 on the sides, number 4 on top.
And
But
then,
how do
you
you?
know,
How do you? I don't know how you could fade it without seeing it.
What? No, I just
mirrors. You got a mirror behind you. You hold up a mirror too.
Look at
Do
that.
one of these, and
Heck yeah.
But what did you do, Doug? What did you do for that Klondike bar?
I stopped at the store on the way home from mowing, and Laura ran in and bought it.
That's not what we wanted to hear. We needed somebody to elaborate story. You know.
I was driving the car, and she actually went into the store. So our freezer went out. My big upright freezer, and we just bought a half of beef like less than a month ago, and we didn't
See you
lose any
later,
meat.
Jim.
We took it out,
See you,
we
Jim.
put it in our family's freezers and stuff, and we had a whole pig coming. Well, the pig showed up. We got no more freezer space, so we ran down. If you don't know, there are no freezers for sale in the whole world. There's no
I've heard
freezers.
that.
Right.
I've heard that.
So we couldn't find a freezer. I finally go to this little place. It's like a miniature Kmart type thing here in the Northwest. And they have a 7 cubic foot chest freezer. So we go down, we buy that. And at least we got the pig in there. But I still got half a beef strung all over the nation. And I have no freezer for it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Laura wanted to make sure that the temperature was okay in the deep freeze, and we didn't have a thermometer for the freezer. So we stopped at the store to buy one. She walked in, and she says, well, they didn't have any freezers, but I bought Klondike bars. So that's how I got my Klondike bars. We didn't have it, no temperature, no thermometers, but we got a Klondike bar.
What's nice about those, they have all different flavors now.
Yeah.
This is just the original chocolate
But the
one.
originals are still the best, I think.
Yeah.
We grew up. My dad
Yeah.
used to buy a lot of ice cream sandwiches when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we had in our freezer.
Well, here, I got a story for everybody. This will be a story time with Mark. When I was a kid, I don't know how old, I must have been about 10 or 11, my mother drove an ice cream truck.
Let me see it real quick.
So
that's cool.
I don't think she
That
had
would suck.
because she always had 2 or 3 kids with her, and we ate all the profits, I think.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I know you play the bass. My daughter just ordered this, and
Okay.
she ordered it. She don't know how to play electric guitar. She's learning from
Yeah.
Google and stuff.
And my friend Colton, because he's awesome.
But she thought it was a bass guitar, but she bought an electric guitar because she plays the double bass in orchestra. So the kind of
Oh, okay.
similar thing on the struts. So she's
Mhm.
gonna learn this, but she is gonna save up for a bass guitar too.
It's called struts.
I don't know what's it called.
Frets.
Fret. See, I don't know. I'm not,
Jesus.
whatever. Go away. I'm gonna smash it.
What kind of guitar is it?
I will bash it.
What kind of? It's a beginner guitar. I'm sure it's not like a big name brand.
Hey, have you guys ever watched Colt and the Quarantine Kids?
Glory?
What's it called? Glary. Glary.
Never
I'm
heard
waiting
of
for
it.
another video
It's-
from Mike's band.
It's a beginner. You know, it's a basic beginner.
Yeah,
guitar.
that's
It
all
came
you
with a-
need.
It came with a kit, electric. It came with a little small amp and everything. So you might hear her picking down. She's sitting down here because it's $2.
My 17-year-old started 2 years ago, maybe, and same thing. YouTube videos, learning how to play guitar. So I could have got my guitar buddies to come over. We were going to send them off for lessons. Nope. He's determined. He wants to be a self-taught, whatever. And you should hear him play now. He knows every chord, and like I can't even play like how he can play like guitar. You know, because I could never get it how to do the chords properly, and he's amazing. And I'm telling you, you can learn for free. Just there's YouTube videos.
That's what our plan is. My other daughter plays the drums, so maybe I'll start singing. We'll
Yeah.
join make a band.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
Aurora's the singer in the family.
I can sing.
We were more
I mean,
contemporary instruments, clarinet, trumpet, flute. That's what Mike has played.
No, I mean,
And drums.
I'm
And
I've
drums.
never been an instrument guy.
Yeah, I was a trumpet guy. Played for a
The
long
two
time.
years, the 2 years in middle school, I was in band. I played the slide trombone. That was it. And I'm like, no, this is not for me. I am sticking with sports.
Let's play the cowbell.
Everybody needs more cowbell.
Everything, yeah.
Got to be one of the greatest Saturday Night Live skits
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Oh my
No.
god.
Have you
Now all I can hear is a stupid cowbell every single time I hear "Don't Fear the Reaper."
Oh. It is true, because every time you do hear that song now on the radio or something, you start hearing that skit goes right into my head
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
Oh, yeah.
You just like just hear it and hear it and hear it.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh man. And I started using that website you said about the free music, Mark. It's working out good.
Free music or the paid music?
Huh?
Which one? The free music or the paid music?
I paid for it.
The Epidemic. So,
I don't understand this thing.
but anyhow,
Yeah,
it's working out for you.
epidemic sound. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
working out for you.
it's working
That
out for
is.
me.
It's easy.
Yeah,
Well,
and they update it all the time or what?
Yes, every Friday. There's all new songs every Friday.
Okay.
So,
Doug looks like he's in heaven right now.
yeah, I know. I'm seeing that. Looks like
It's pretty good.
fall asleep.
It's falling apart though. We got to finish it off quick before it melts.
And get that ice cream headache.
So when you're eating your dinner, you had to hide behind the pitcher, but when you're eating dessert, no.
We got issues.
Oh, we seen it.
Meltdown. We got meltdown.
So it appears there's one there. There's one there. See?
All right, deputy. I don't know what that is.
3.
I don't know what
Well, it's a nice
is it lesser? Is it
Les
lesser? Les Paul?
Paul.
5.
Les Paul.
6.
I have a Les Paul copy,
How many
an
times
Epiphone.
I got nailed on the hand?
Oh, okay, Les Paul. I see.
Now I'm getting the swellings going down. The
The
swelling.
swelling's going down on Vicky's foot. I just count how many times she got stung in the ankle. She got stung 6 times in the ankle. That's why it's all fucked up.
By the same
Really?
by the same wasp or a bunch of them.
Oh,
She
the,
had high.
the asshole, the little hornet ones
Well,
that'll
it's
just.
weird because on the top of my foot, I've never seen nothing like it, but it looks like it's oozing, like there's like clear fluid coming out. Is that the venom? Maybe?
That's because her ankle's so swelled
It
up.
could be some. I wouldn't know if it'd be the venom. Probably the body has absorbed the venom by now.
Yeah.
It's probably just your little allergic reaction, almost like a pimple or something.
Yeah. Well,
You just
if her
kinda
deer
ooze it.
body nails are.
The key is just watch the swelling. If the swelling is staying the same and doesn't get any bigger, you'll be okay. If it starts creeping up your leg and stuff like that, it wouldn't hurt you to go take Benadryl anyway. Benadryl will help with it regardless.
Yeah, because I'm taking an allergy Zyrtec,
Yeah.
so
Don't take Zyrtec, take Benadryl.
You
Zyrtec
need
won't help.
Benadryl.
Benadryl is the only. Every time somebody has an anaphylactic or allergic reaction in the medical field, you get
Benadryl.
Benadryl is
Yeah.
the one. That's what they inject into your arm. It's that and epinephrine, and you don't need to take epinephrine. The only time you need epinephrine if your throat starts swelling up and you can't breathe. That's when people start injecting themselves with the EpiPen.
Mhm.
So, but for now, the first line drug is always Benadryl.
Yeah, I swell up. So if I get stung in the arm, it'll grow like twice the size. Now, I
yeah.
don't have any breathing problems,
Mhm.
but man, I'll chug a bunch. I'd keep liquid Benadryl, and I'll chug a bunch of it, just try to help it.
And you can still take it, even though you took the Zyrtec. You can still take the Benadryl. They're different
Oh,
ingredients. They're different ingredients.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, because I have the Benadryl cream, like the ointment.
That'll help. Put it on it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been 24 hours, so I probably get another day at least.
If
You're
if you were serious, you'd already be in the ER. If you were a serious allergic reaction, you'd already be in the ER.
No, Vicky, that hurts way beyond going to work.
Yeah.
Mark's gonna have to go solo for the next
Yep.
few days.
I think so.
I was okay
And rub your feet every night.
Right.
Help the swelling go down.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah, right.
I had
She can let me do that.
but I had the sack on, and I think it was cutting circulation off a little bit.
The next video I want to see is Mark Message Worlds is how he's massaging your feet to help you with
yeah.
swelling, like a little Vicky Spa Day.
Yeah.
No, I'll hear the phrase, "Go away, leave me alone." Everybody knows what the phrase I'm talking about.
I'd be like this. Hey, can you do home visits? And I'm talking to the masseuse. My wife's feet need rubbed.
I don't do feet. I don't do feet either.
I'll get you taken care of, baby. Just let me make a few phone calls.
Well, on a positive note, Vicky should get her car back tomorrow.
I
Good
hope
deal.
so, because I'm about ready to go get a different one.
What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll like tomorrow's video.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you'll like it.
I gotta watch a video you
I
posted
gotta watch
today.
today's.
I know I haven't watched this video. Last video I watched was, I started watching your cornhole videos.
Oh yeah.
I've only watched 2, but I've started watching them because I'm actually interested in it because I was actually thinking about getting in some leagues this year.
So the video that I'm making this weekend to release is a brand new set of bags called Psychos from Ultra Cornhole. They just got released, and I got a set coming. They'll be here tomorrow, and you watch this video. Floyd will probably get 3, 4, 5,000 views
Wow.
because it's a bag everybody wants. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I gotta get my bags will be here tomorrow. I need to break them in real quick, and then I'm gonna throw this weekend and get some video footage and put together a video. So it'll be a good one.
Is this on a different channel?
Yeah, it's on my other channel that I just started just before Corona, and I shut it down for a while. And I got it going again, and it's growing really fast. And I'm getting all the manufacturers of cornhole stuff have been contacting me, and they're sending me product to review. So I've kind of got a corner on the market.
Which is weird because your channel's new.
It's new, but they like my reviews.
They're already getting you, so you must have a little bit of a name in the cornhole industry to begin with.
That's it.
So am I gonna see you on ESPN soon for or ESPN 8? You know, like they did with dodgeball, ESPN 9. Cornhole.
I don't know. We're gonna see where it goes, but I have a niche in the market, and I'm getting a lot more followers. I think I'm up to about 150 now, but that's just all been in the last month.
Well,
and it's growing fast, and the word's getting out. Most of my views are people that don't follow me, but they watch my videos.
Right.
So I'm getting it up.
Can you post?
I'm getting product. I get literally boxes delivered to my door all the time. It's like, yeah, hey, can you check this out? Hey, check this out.
What's your channel? What's the channel name again? It's
Slurpee Cornhole with W Fresh.
Can you put a link in the comments?
Yeah,
I'm
gonna get it.
If it'll let you.
I've got a niche in the market. I'm the only, not the only. There's a couple other cornhole YouTube channels that do reviews, but they don't do an individual bag review. They'll do a company review, and they'll have all their bags out. And I'm doing individual bag reviews, and so I want it to become the go-to place for the whole world to go get the information about a particular set of bags, and it's working out so
Are they
far.
the same strings?
Well, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I've got manufacturers sending me instant messages. Hey, can we send you some bags? Yeah, send them on over.
Actually, I'm looking at it, Doug. I'm way behind. The last one I looked at was your Windows from Ultra.
Widow, like a black widow.
What is the Widow? Yep,
Widow.
Yeah, so I'm 3 behind.
I wanted to say one thing. If you notice, there's no ads run on any of our videos anywhere, because we have to change banks with the AdSense. You know how much of a nightmare that is.
Oh.
Our bank.
I had to cancel my AdSense account and start a new one. But okay, I started a new one. The old one still hasn't canceled yet, so it's going to take 4 or 5 days, something like that. Whatever, it's got to figure itself out.
So you can't just change the bank on your AdSense?
It wouldn't let
actually cancel the AdSense and start a new one.
It wouldn't let me do it, and you can't talk to nobody.
God.
So that was the only way I could do it. I went on YouTube, and there was a lot of people that did the same thing I'm doing right now. But I'm doing it now, which is a good thing because our videos are only getting like 200 or 300 views. Usually they get 1,500 to 2,000 views, but this year they're not. So I'm changing everything. So.
Right.
And I do look. You only have 149 subscribers on your cornhole one, but yet every single one of your videos have over 200 views.
The older ones are like
1.3K on one
Yeah.
of them. Yep. 1K on the other one 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
So
you
we're
got
just gonna keep
maybe you
with
got a pretty good niche there. I would almost like, if I were you, start
Yeah, it
focusing on that more than
Well, I do.
Lawn care,
If you look
yeah.
at my videos, I actually spend a little time on them.
right.
You know, nothing fancy. I don't want to get too fancy because there's other channels out there that are too fancy.
Right.
I mean, they got the whole studio and all that, and then that's not my niche.
Yeah, I get that.
So
Mike, did you get the link?
Yeah, Doug, I am 151 on your subscribers.
Oh, see, since you've been on here with me, I've got you 2 subscribers, Doug.
thank you.
Remember that when you can super chat me.
Super chat.
Just remember that. Just remember that, Doug.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what I'm doing is I'm getting all these bags and I review them. I've actually got a board manufacturer coming over with a set of boards. We're going to review those. I've got some towers, scoring towers coming. I've got anything that is do with cornhole.
My cousin made a cornhole out of plexiglass. It's pretty fun to play on. Size a little weird, but it's pretty cool. It's all clear.
You got 152 now, Doug.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
That's three.
Well,
And I'm not
I don't
sidephone.
have any
I'm
headphones.
Dougie Fresh
The
on
other
that.
ones I
channel.
got, my other one's broke. Yeah.
when we start slowing down in lawn care and I start getting in my shop all the time, I'm going to be making some of them.
Well, I was going to do a how-to series for beginners, but all of a sudden, everybody it's starting to kick in, and I'm starting to get all this product in. Unless I start doing 2 or 3 videos a week, I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that.
See, that's the problem. It's time for the videos.
I try to do
just don't
3
have it.
videos a week, and I struggle with it some days. Like I was supposed to post the video that went today was supposed to get posted yesterday, and now I posted a video today. I don't know if I want to post a video tomorrow when I'm supposed to normally post a video, but I think I'm going to just to get back on track for Sunday.
Yeah, I can't
it's
during
like-
mowing season, Floyd. I
it's
don't have time.
It's hard, but I get better at filming these things because I'm actually editing them as I'm filming them. 'Cause I know the sequence, but I hate it when I forget, and I forget to do an opening or I forget to do a ending part or something.
Oh yeah. Well,
But I'm getting better at it, and like I told Mike earlier, I started filming even stuff for the wintertime when I'm slow, and I'm just, because in the wintertime, I'm going to be doing the Lawn Dog Coffee probably 3 days a week as it is. And then, I'll throw a video out here and there just because I'm sitting at home doing nothing else.
Right.
But I am thinking about getting a cornhole league this winter. They have them.
It is. You know what? If you want to learn, you're going to go in there. You're going to get your butt kicked.
Oh,
but you're
I
going
know.
to learn fast,
I know.
and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun.
I know. But
That's
I do
the
like
best
going
part
up.
about it. Because it's just fun. We just took it to the next level.
right.
We actually travel and play competitively, so that's just what we do. But we got weekend throwers that come in and play in the different divisions below us, and they have a blast. They're down there yelling and screaming and having fun, and so that's cool.
I just
Right
don't-
now, I'm not getting enough floor time.
I don't have time to put fun anymore for some reason. I used to put out 6 videos a week. Now I'm struggling to put 1 or 2 all a week this year.
Well, I mean, you've got a lot. You bought a new camper. Your focus is on other things a little bit more.
No, I'm not even messing with that camper. Camper's got a leak in it. I can't find it. I ain't even
like a water leak, or
yeah.
oh
When it
man,
rains, it leaks. So I got to figure out where it's at.
It's in the
on the roof, not like inside under the sink.
No, it's on the
Yeah.
roof someplace. I got to get it fixed fast.
It's in one of the cabinets over by where the seats are, the driving part.
I mean, usually
Yeah, they
on a
got that.
steam or a window, you'd be surprised. Like
Well,
They've
it's,
got that roll-on
Yeah, I got
RV
some.
roof coating. Yeah, that stuff works great. I've used
Yeah.
it before.
But the leak
I
we had in
bought-
our camper didn't come from our roof. It came from our front window, and it would leak all the way. It was surprising where we found water at, and I'm like, we ended up having to re-caulk around the
Yes, I
window
got,
and everything.
what's it called? Hercules tape. It's rubber tape. And I just
Money
I
making
put it
Mike,
all along the
welcome.
seat. And I'm gonna take the cabinet out, and because it's coming through one screw. So if it's coming through a screw, that means it's running down a rail, and it hitting that screw and coming in. So I got to figure out where that rail's coming from, because like you said, it could be coming from 20 feet away. It's just where the water went.
Yeah, the path the water takes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, deputy's going to be down in South Carolina when you're doing the Long Dog morning coffee show.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about it. We're talking about it. He's
Mhm.
he's one of my mower soldiers, the delivery guys. He's gonna do it for me down there in South Carolina, but he don't have an address yet or anything, so we're just kind of waiting on that
Mm-hmm.
until he gets established down there. But he'll do it down there for me.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna get going.
All right, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Past my bed.
I know you're
I'm
tired.
exhausted. Nice seeing you guys, and we'll see you soon.
I'll see you later, Mike.
Bye,
Night.
Vicky.
Good night.
Money making. Come on up, man. There's a link somewhere. Be on here for a little bit longer.
Doug, where's Cody? He is actually, I don't know where he's at. He's not on his sectional. He's probably hanging out with Mom, wherever she may be.
well, since Vicky's here, there's well, I guess there's only 2 dogs here, but usually all 3 dogs follow her around the house. Wherever she sits, they sit. Till nighttime rolls around, and 2 dogs follow her in the room, and 1 dog sits by me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it lays by my side all night long, right there on the floor. So,
Well, earlier they were barking because the wind was blowing, and anytime something moved, they were running outside barking. And so Laura grabbed them up. I think they're cuddled up in the other room. Keep the dogs calm.
yeah, our dog's been catching mice because the neighbor got his yard cut this month.
Oh,
He gets a cut once a month, whether it needs it or not. You know how that
Right.
works. So we get mice running everywhere because of his lawn. But whatever.
we only got one more to mow tomorrow. We got our normal Thursday list. We'll split up the crews and we'll knock them out. We'll probably be both done by 1. Friday, we're going to do, me and my daughter will go out and do our 3 yards down in Muskegon. Actually, yeah. Next Friday, though, we're going to do a small landscaping job. So,
We've got 8 tomorrow, 8 on Friday, and then we're done.
How many yards we got tomorrow, Vicky?
We got 13 plus, we got 16.
16 long. We had rain all the way till noon today. So
tomorrow. Yeah, I wish we. Oh, we got to
It was
rain
nice.
tonight.
Nice. oh, and
We
then,
need the rain. We need. I really went hoping, like, last I looked, Monday or Sunday night to Monday, and most day Monday is what they're calling for our next rainstorm. And I really just hope it downpours, like, for a day straight. I just want one of those good day downpours, and I think it'll help out a lot here.
Oh, we're lucky we're getting just enough rain to keep everything green. So it's been working out good so far this year.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we've got 8 tomorrow, but 5 of them are we park the trailer in one spot and mow all 5.
Yeah, I
See,
like
that's
that.
how we are on some of them.
We
Yeah.
have one of those tomorrow, 5-yard stops.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice when you do that. I got a buddy who used to do 30 of them without moving his truck.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a gated community, and he would just park his truck in the center of the area and just mow 2 60-inch skags out, turf taggers out mowing.
Well, be safe, money making. You don't want to get caught in that crap.
Yeah, I'm waiting for ours, Mike. We've got thunderstorms coming in, but it's just dry thunder. It's thunder and lightning is all it is. Just enough to make fires, no rain.
Yeah, so we had another thunderstorm again today. We've had more thunderstorms in the past 3 days than we have in the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
And then we lost a bar last night that was it's been in come across there.
Yeah, and those are supposed to have 40 to 60 mile an hour winds in them.
All of them knocked trees over.
Yep.
But the bar that caught on fire last night's it was established in 1889. It was one of the longest standing bars in the
It
area.
was a saloon.
Saloon, yeah, it was a saloon back in the day. So it burned down last night. They were working on the roof, welding on the roof, and the spark caught the thing on fire and up it went. So, unfortunately, it's also haunted too. So
I got to keep an eye
It's
on that.
tight. It's nice to have those tight lawns
yeah,
close to the shop. Yeah. We have 2 areas that are 30-minute drives. But we go to those areas. We do about 6 houses in that area. It's in like one of those subdivision come back. But I'm trying not to limit myself. My goal isn't to, as much as Mark, you're on the East Coast, right, of Michigan,
Yeah.
up towards the east. Yeah. So my goal in life is not to just limit myself to my hometown. I want to be bigger. I want to get to the point where I have branches in these Muskegon, Traverse City, you know. So I can't. Do I make a lot of money going down there? No. Am I making money still? Yes, but it's more of me getting my name down there than anything. If I limit myself to just Fremont where I'm at, then I won't grow any bigger than Fremont.
Yeah.
So I gotta make it, but that's why I do it. My crew doesn't go out of town. I go out of town because I'm free labor. You know, the only thing that's costing me is gas, you know, and the mowers and the trucks. But
Laura and I talked about that. If we were going to go full time, I would send out EDDMs to the neighboring town, which is 15 miles away.
yeah,
And if you get a day or two over there, heck yeah, I'd drive. It's only 50. It's a 30-mile round trip.
yeah, it's not that
3 gallons of gas. You know, it's
Yeah.
worth it to go over there and mow 10 yards or whatever it is a day over there.
One,
You know?
there's 3 houses that I mow on Friday. These 3 houses that I mow on Friday with my daughter. They're really not worth it right now to be doing those. I almost thought about dropping them. The only reason I got them originally was because I mowed for my mom, and they happened to be in my mom's neighborhood. But my mom started taking care of her own lawn again. She's got a rider, and she's capable. She just helped me out because I was her son at first. And I got those 3 clients, and I thought about dropping them so I didn't waste the gas. But then I started thinking, wait a minute here. One of these houses is a multi-million-dollar home.
Mhm.
And I am right in the thick of all these other multi-million-dollar homes. And I'm like, I can't drop these. I can't drop it because of what if the future.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, it's tough. Am I making money? I only make money because me and my daughter are going to it. If I was a
Right.
paper crew on it, I'm pretty much breaking even. I'm not really making money, but because me and her go take care of it, and she's cheap labor, I tell her that. So it's benefit to us, hopefully in the long run, you know.
So what we learned when we do that is if you're going to drive 15 or 20 miles to do a lawn, it's a good idea to have something along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow,
like,
well.
so if you have say 1 or 2 lawns that you can catch before you get to that destination,
Mhm.
because otherwise you're driving for that long of a time, say 20 minutes with nothing in there.
And that's
No.
funny because that's exactly what I do. I plan my routes. If they're in my route path to this place, then I
Yeah.
accept them. If they're not, then I go, you're not in my path right now. I hope we get there sooner or later. But if they're in my path,
Yep.
I will take them on.
Yep.
Even
Yeah,
if they're not
so
in the
do
area.
that
They're
for a
just,
while.
so,
And when I used to do the Four Post Homes on Thursday morning, I would drive an hour and a half to the first yard. So
With nothing in between.
nothing in between. But I'd be catching yards all the way back. So, you know, it was every 15 minutes I was at another yard.
mhm.
So it was, you know, we start with the longest way and work our way back. And we always end up,
But
back
just
it up.
3 years ago, though, we were in
Yeah.
that trap.
3 years. Yeah. 3 years ago, we were at a 15-minute away yard trap. Because a lot yard's only 15 minutes. A lot yard's only 15 minutes away. That yard's only 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
You get 15 minutes
And
away
you're
from your
losing
house.
time. You're losing time in between.
Yeah. It got to the point where once we stopped doing the Four Post Homes, we still had lawns that were south of us that took us 45 minutes to get there. So we eliminated that whole area.
Yeah, I would. I'm actually pretty fortunate because I mow
Chuck B, what's up? Welcome.
right here in my town. All my clients are within 1 mile of my house. So a route for me per night is 2 miles, 3 miles. That's the whole route. I do 8 lawns. So it works out.
Yeah.
Try a
So
full
we're doing
inside for a traffic cone.
We're doing the foreclosed homes. It was nice to
Good
get
idea.
that check from that company for $3,000 every other week. You know, that was a nice paycheck. But at the same token, when that company pulled out of Michigan, it left a big old hole. It left about a $45,000 hole in their budget.
And then they want you to do it again, and it's like,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, I'm constantly getting contacted by these companies wanting me to do their homes, and I said no.
It
So that's what
just
you gotta
takes too much time.
It does way too much time now.
You gotta take like 30 pictures of one lawn,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to come home. You have to upload them.
Yeah. Well, when I first started to foreclose, or when we first started to foreclosed homes, I could do 25 yards in one day.
Mhm.
And at the end, I was doing with 2 people. At the end, I was doing 12. There was that much more crap that I had to go through.
Wow.
It's a
So-
pain when you got to do all that stuff, upload pictures and check in,
Oh,
check
yeah.
out. It's
Yeah.
like, I get it. And I'm not saying that the money isn't there, but it's almost not worth the headache.
Well,
When
It
you can
is
make it,
enough.
when you can make it the other way.
There was so much fraud going on back then.
Mhm.
But you could only do like one lawn an hour. We'd be gone for 12 hours, and we get 12 lawns done.
Yeah.
It's like, geez, we could made way more money up here, 15 minutes apart.
Yeah.
Even.
I had that with the plowing. I had 2 contracts. I had to check in, check out, take pictures before and after. And,
Oh yeah, that's a nightmare.
and I mean, it was all right because I only had 2 properties, and they were the same company and all that. But
Yeah.
I won't do them again this year, just because I don't have the. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I'm still debating the whole plowing thing. It's kind of like that's a tough one.
I got contacted by a property manager for 2 properties here in town, and I went down and I bid them out, took a look at it, and I knew what their prices were. Well, one property was at the low end, but it was reasonable. The other property, it was half of what it should have been, half price. It was at cost. You would have made no money on it.
Yeah.
And I said, I am not going to accept your bid, but here's my counter offer. Of course, I didn't get it. And so did all my cohorts here in town, all the different businesses. I talked to them too, and they all bidded about the same thing I did.
Yep.
And none of us got it. Some guy from a town 20 miles away got it. And he's driving over here, and it's at cost for me. And he has to drive over here to do it.
Yeah. See, that's
He's losing money.
Because I don't know. Some people think that us lawn care people are naive, but they don't realize that we all talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're always talking to each other, because we all know who each other's lawns are, and there's some lawns that you've been doing for a while, and all of a sudden you're not doing them for a while. The first thing is, why'd you give up that lawn?
Mhm.
That's the first thing I get a text
And then
message.
they take the lines, and it's like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, one of my buddies, he took over my lawn. He goes, because it was a $45 lawn.
Mhm.
When you look at it, it's a $45 lawn. Until
But
you
it
get
wasn't.
mowing it, it's a $60 lawn when you mow it.
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't look like that. It's a city lot, but it's a double city lot. And the house is deceiving because it takes up a big portion of it because it's a huge house. But there is just so much going on in that yard. And the trees are always dropping something.
Oh.
So you pretty much got to bag it every single time. And he goes, well, what's better with this lawn? I says, and he says, I'm charging $45 because that's what I charged, but you're going to work for that $45. You're going to work hard for that $45.
Well,
Now, you're going to drop it at the end of the year.
So I looked at this property, Mark, and I figured with 2 people, Laura and I, mow, edge, trim, and blow. It had 3/4 of a mile of edging on it. It was all curb and sidewalk, and it was horrendous. Anyways, I looked at it and I told Laura, we both looked at it and we said it's going to take about an hour to hour and 10 minutes with both of us on this property.
Mhm.
So I said, all right, well, you know, 2 people, 1 hour, that's $120, $60 a man hour, right?
Mhm.
Nope, they were paying $64.
Oh my.
The crew that takes it, he's sending a crew over. It's not him. He's sending a crew over. 2 people, 2-man crew. It takes him 2 hours.
Wow.
He's paying out 4 man hours for that one property for $64.
Oh my. He's losing money.
Uh-huh. Yeah, now granted, they're a crew. They're not me.
Yeah.
You know, they're pacing themselves and they're not getting it done really fast. I did figure that it would take us about an hour to hour and 10 minutes. And I think I was pretty close on that bid. But he's sending his own crew over who's not real, you know, fast like we would be. Yep. He's putting 4 man hours out for a $64 bid.
And we see that all the time.
Oh, he's losing his butt on that one. And they have to drive 20 miles to get here.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're losing money, definitely.
Yeah. But you know, you see it all the time, and sometimes they get that property just because they want that area. They want to get in that area.
They're not.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that actually. You know, to me, if you're gonna I don't think I'd lose money, but break even. I'd break even on a property just to get into a neighborhood.
Right. There is that part.
That's business. That's part of business. But I would not lose money. I'm not gonna do
So they won't get in this area, Mark. They're trying to,
Right.
but they're not going. They got those 2. That's it. They're not getting any more because anything else that comes open here in town is not under property management. It's an actual individual. And
Okay.
between myself and the 3 other lawn care providers here in town, we are not letting anybody have anything. And it's kind of, we want to keep them out. We just want to keep it to ourselves. Now, if my buddy up the street gets it, great. It's not anybody from out of town. And so we kind of have a mutual agreement there. We just do not want them in, keep them out. So if they want to mow for what? I don't know what he's even making on that. What, for $15 an hour? Go for it.
Mm-mm. No, see, I got to be making at least $50 an hour on the low end,
Right.
because otherwise it's just, you know, you're going to have that day where it's going to cost you money to run just because you got so many breakdowns that day. It just happens to be everything breaks that day.
Yeah,
Also-
I'm readjusting all the prices that I have this year. I'll be readjusting next year now that I'm familiar with all the properties. Because
Yeah.
I'm, you know, a lot of the properties that I bid this year were fixed on what Mark had from last year. So I think from what I've looked at, he's pretty accurate on most of them. A couple of them he's probably a little high on. A couple of them he's probably a little low on. But most of them, I think he's right on.
We're good on our prices, and we can look at a property, and it's kind of a competition to see how close we can get, because Laura will pick price and I'll pick a price, and we'll see if we're both the same. And usually, I mean, we're getting to be where it's so close. But we actually bid one lady this year. It was $40 mow, and we mowed it the first couple times. And I'm like, we're too high. Laura says we are too high, and so we dropped her price down to $35. A little old lady, you know, it's like,
Oh yeah.
and I told her, I said, look, we thought it was going to take longer.
Yep.
We were wrong. We're going to lower your weekly rate.
Yeah, we've done that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing that.
No.
Not at all. To me, that's just good business, business, but good personal relationship with people. That you-
Well, she lost her husband last year. I mean, she's, you know, single lady by herself. And yeah, I'm not going to rip anybody off. Nope. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that we don't do because it just doesn't sit right with us. We'll skip over lots just because we know it's not going to turn out good.
Yeah.
We just know it is.
I had a lady that last year is a crap yard. And she's like, I really need someone to mow. And I'm like, all right, we'll mow it. Well, I don't know why we didn't get her on prepaid. I think she was at time of service, but then we were mowing, she'd never be there to pay us. And then she got behind. And so Laura went over there and said, hey, we need payment. Oh, I'll get you next Friday, I promise, right? So we show up next Friday. Oh, I don't have the money. Laura says, we'll write a post-dated check because we are getting this in the bank. I'm not messing around. We got that check. We deposited it 3 days later. It cleared. Everything was good. We fired her.
Yep.
She called me back last week. Hey, I need someone to mow my lawn. I said, I'm booked out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
Because I
have
am not chasing
I
money.
haven't run into those yet, thank God. But
2 customers right now that are way behind, and they're not getting cut anymore.
No.
Because we tell them we gotta have payment. Well, we're done with them now.
yeah,
It's the same 2 people all the time.
Yeah.
They're always late. They
It's
ain't
not
got
worth
the
it.
money. They're out playing in the summertime, spending all this extra money, spending every nickel they can just to enjoy themselves. And
Yeah, it's just not worth it. I mean, I'm not going to chase money.
no.
I got people that prepay me for the year.
Yep.
No,
Like more and more of them.
it's like, that's awesome. Then I don't have to chase money. I already got it.
Yeah, we got one family. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 properties, and they're all paid for the year in advance.
We got one little lady. She gets her money in at a certain time of the month, and she doesn't want to forget writing us a check. So at the beginning of the year, she writes us a check for every month and writes it, May, June, July. And we have to keep that check on the desk, and every month we got to pull that check out and cash it.
if that works.
But hey, it works.
It works. See, we don't have problems doing that stuff neither, because
No.
we used to it after a while. It's no big deal.
Right.
I got one of my customers who's actually across from my shop, and he only ever pays me in cash, and he pays me when he sees me. He walks over. If I'm at the shop, he's home. He walks over and gives me, hey, here's your money. I'm like, all right, thanks, man. And that's how he works, So it works out for me. I still mark it in the books. I've thought about pocket change, but I mark it in the books. So, well, guys, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna get off here.
Okay, yeah.
I might jump over on Industrial One, just say hi to Shane real quick, to see why he didn't come on to mine before he went live. Getting hell.
I can tell you why, because I'm here.
Yeah.
True
You were
story.
here when it started. But yeah, all right, guys.
No.
Go
All right, Floyd. Thanks
We'll
for
talk
having
to
us,
you guys
buddy.
later,
Thank
man.
you.
have a good night.